Today's American Story with Bob Dotson comes from Arlington National Cemetery. As we observe this Veterans Day, Bob remembers the newest veterans who are buried there and the mothers they left behind.
There is a section of Arlington National Cemetery where death is too fresh for simple headstones. Many graves hold pictures, though technically that's not allowed.
I want them to see this person who's here.
Paula Davis's only child, Justin, loved God, country, and Bruce Lee. He made his own kung fu movies on the front lines in Afghanistan. The 19-year-old Army private dreamed of being an actor. Beth Belle's son, an infantry rifleman, passed out Beanie Babies and rebuilt houses in Afghanistan.
He was always the peacemaker, even as a little boy.
The kind of kid who, when he touched someone's life, they shined. Beth was planning his homecoming party when Marine Lance Corporal Nicholas Kirven was killed.
In your case, the clock stopped on Mother's Day. Does it get any better?
No.
You feel like you should have just jumped across the ocean and been there to hold them that last minute.
Marine Lance Corporal Eric Herzberg's story ended at age 20. His mother, Gina Barnhurst, still writes Eric letters that are arrows to her heart.
How do we keep having birthdays and Thanksgivings and Christmases without being able to hug you and see you?
Oh my gosh.
But they do, because these women have formed a special bond, gathering together week after week to watch over their sons like mothers on playgrounds.
We can talk to each other and lean on each other and cry to each other and laugh with each other and share memories of our sons with each other.
We don't have to be the actors that we so often have to be.
And you cut through to that deep connection because we feel each other's pain.
The mothers also reach out to others.
I had a mother who said, I know this sounds really strange, but could you take 26 cents to my son's grave? Because they never ended a letter without, since he was a little boy, a quarter for a call, a penny for your thoughts, and all your mama's love.
Xiamara Mena's son, Army Corporal Andy Anderson, was killed in Iraq 2 years ago. Now the Army Reserve is sending Andy's twin brothers, Rafael and Randall, to Afghanistan. The Marines in Eric Herzberg's unit were sent back to Iraq the day before his memorial service.
And young men stumble and fall.
On the second anniversary of his death, they are home to finally say goodbye.
When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them.
The first grave at Arlington Cemetery was dug near that house to remind a Civil War general about war's human toll. 1,800 men lie in a single grave in Robert E. Lee's Rose Garden. Now there are as many as 30 burials a day. Nearly 1 in 10 who died fighting in Iraq or Afghanistan lie in Arlington National Cemetery, the highest percentage from any war. There are more than 500 sons and daughters, fathers and wives in Section 60. Beth Belle's son Nicholas was the first to be buried in a brand new row of graves. That was 3 years ago. Now 5 more stretch beyond his headstone.
What's the one thing that you fear the most?
That people will forget. They will forget about the sacrifices that these men and women have made.
Behind each stone are a face and a story. For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, with an American Story in Arlington National Cemetery.
Another reason for all of us to remember on this Veterans Day.